What if I told you that your homeowner's insurance probably doesn't cover the most common and costly natural disaster in the US? We're talking about floods. Flooding can cause tens of thousands of dollars in damage, and most people aren't prepared. In this video, I'll walk you through essentials of flood insurance so you can protect your home and your finances. Hi, I'm Katrina from Trailstone Insurance Group. Today we're going to discuss flood insurance, what it is, what it covers, and why it's more important than many homeowners realize. Even if you don't live near water, this is something you should pay attention to. Flood insurance matters because it isn't just a coastal issue. According to FEMA, 1/3 of flood insurance claims come from outside high-risk flood zones. Heavy rain, melting snow, poor drainage, and even a broken water main can lead to significant flood damage. And here's what surprises most people. Standard homeowners, condos, renters insurance policies do not cover flood damage. If you're depending on a federal disaster aid, keep in mind it's typically a loan you have to repay. Flood insurance, on the other hand, pays out whether or not a disaster is declared and doesn't need to be paid back. So what type of flood is covered by flood insurance? Under National Flood Insurance Program rules, also known as NFIP, a flood is defined as a temporary condition where 2 or more acres of normally dry land or 2 or more properties are partially or completely inundated with water. This can result from overflowing rivers, rapid surface water buildup, mud flows, or land collapsing under shorelines. That definition is broad, but it's important because it sets the boundaries for what your flood policy will and won't cover. There are 2 main parts of an NFIP policy: building property coverage up to $250,000 for the home's structure, including the foundation, electrical and plumbing systems, HVAC and appliances. Some essentials in the basement, like a water heater or furnace, are included. Personal property contents, coverage up to $100,000 for items like clothing, electronics, furniture, and washers and dryers, as long as they're above basement level. So here are a few important notes. Flood insurance is a single peril policy, meaning it covers only direct damage caused by flooding. Coverage for contents must be purchased separately from the building coverage. The NFIP doesn't guarantee full replacement. It pays either actual cash value or replacement up to the policy limit. There's a standard 30-day waiting period, unless the policy is tied to a loan closing or a flood map change. So people ask how much flood insurance costs. Premiums vary depending on the flood zone, home elevation, construction, and whether you filed a past flood claim. Under FEMA's new risk rating 2.0, premiums are more tailored to your specific property's risk. NFIP premiums typically range from $800 to $3,500 per year, though in a low-risk area, it could be as little as $50 to $75 per month. Private insurers sometimes offer better rates or broader coverage. Premiums through private carriers can range from $600 to $2,800 per year and may include features like finished basement coverage and shorter waiting periods. You can potentially reduce your premium by submitting an elevation certificate or taking mitigation steps, such as adding flood vents or elevating critical systems. Let's compare the 2 options. Between NFIP and private flood insurance, NFIP offers up to $250,000 in building coverage and $100,000 for contents. Basement coverage is limited, and there's typically a 30-day waiting period. Premiums are federally regulated and capped for primary homes. Private insurance often offers higher premiums and broader coverage, including finished basements and living expenses, and shorter waiting periods. It's more selective and may be unavailable in certain areas. So which is better? It depends on your risk level and coverage needs. Flood insurance is one of the most overlooked but essential forms of protection a homeowner can have. It covers what your regular policy won't and can help you recover faster when the unexpected happens. So are you covered? Review your current policy. Don't assume you're covered. Visit floodsmart.gov or reach out to Trailstone to check your property's flood risk. Get quotes from both the NFIP and private insurers to compare your options. Don't wait. With a 30-day waiting period, now is the time to act, not when a storm is in the forecast. If you're not sure where to start or which coverage makes sense for your home, contact us at Trailstone Insurance Group. We'll help you evaluate your risk, compare options, and choose the policy that fits your needs. Talk soon.